After a trailing 90 minutes at the Accra Sports Stadium, Asante Kotoko became victorious after beating Hearts of Oak by 1-0. A goal scored by Morifin Donzu in the 46th minute through a penalty. I have the guys here to do this discussion with me. I have Nakwame, I have Paul, and I have Bentley. What's up, guys? Oh, Charlie, the energy no day. What's up?
We there cool.
The discipline my team, so I make some.
You make slow,
I mean, beating House of Oak right now, it be regular occurrence.
Regular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think now the home of match at Asante Kotoko is Accra. It has been like that for the past few years. So I just think maybe beating side.
You say never say die until Kotoko come to Accra. So
simple.
So today in action we go delve more into the Asante Kotoko Hearts of Oak game at Accra Sports Stadium. Also talk about Manchester City beating Liverpool by 3-0 at the Etihad Stadium. The Spurs Manchester United 2-2 draw. That was a very brilliant game. Yep. Talk about Sunderland 2-2 draw against Arsenal.
Dark horses.
That was another good game. We also talk about Rayo Vallecano playing a 0-0 draw against Real Madrid. And also lastly, we just touched base on Chelsea beating Wolverhampton Wanderers by 3-0. So let's go quickly, guys. Now, Kwame, let's talk about the super clash at the Accra Sports Stadium. Give me a fair assessment of your like how the game went for you.
Okay, well, the game went pretty well from a Kotoko point of view. I felt it was an assured performance by Kotoko. They came with the aim of getting the win, and the win they got. Even though there are one or two talking points, one or two, average performances here and there. I didn't really feel he bejewu. The Ghana Bitinia people were
about two players who were just on him today.
I mean,
so you can understand that.
I have two players I'm going to praise. First one, Lord Hilary Adabo. Very, very, very good performance. It was like he shackled the House of Folk midfield of Amankwa, of Hussein, and then they didn't get too much on the ball, especially George Park. And I was very, very happy with that performance.
But George Park is a very dangerous player.
Very, very dangerous player.
That's true.
Also, on the left hand side of the attack, that was what's his name?
Peter Amidu.
Very, very skillful player, very tricky player, and I like the fact that Coach
Zito.
Coach Zito put him at. Set up the battle between him and House of Folks left back. Because he saw that now House of Folks left back, the past few games, he pinpointed that to be House of Folks' weakness. And then he attacked that weakness. He was very good, even though he won the penalty on the other side. But very good performance. Okay. But from a House of Folks perspective, I think their struggles in front of goal once again came to bear. Because there were one or two instances where if they were a bit clinical, even with regards to linking up the play, the striker Hamza Issa was fairly anonymous in my opinion.
Okay, thank you. Paul, the question is, was the ball a penalty? What's the name? Peter Amido Aqua tackled in the box. Was it a clear penalty in your view?
Yeah, it was.
Because when you go on social media, people feel like it was very harsh from the referee.
No, I think it wasn't harsh because he had the ball from the outside of the penalty box, went past the first man, so going past the second man, and then it was clipped at his heel. So it was right. It was the right call from the referee. It was a penalty. No mistake about the judgment of the referee.
So do you think the 1-0 was a fair result from the game?
For me, I think based on the stats that were put out there, the 1-0 wasn't the fair results we all wanted to see.
Okay.
We wanted to see an entertaining game from the House point and then from the Kotoko point. But I think the two teams were struggling to size each other up. They were respecting each other very well.
Yeah.
So the entertaining aspect of the game didn't really come to play. But for me, Kotoko really deserved that 1-goal win.
Okay, brilliant. Bensley, your team lost.
My team lost.
Yes. What do you think is really wrong with your team right now? What do you think is really wrong with House of Folk right now? Did you like their play today?
You know what? Before I proceed with everything, with my take on the game,
do Accra House of Folk have a sporting director?
Oh.
Like someone in charge of recruitment.
Oh, but I
think they
heard,
do.
I heard former coach Ouattara is now the advisor.
Advisor.
Why I say, how do we say to juxtapose it into politics? The chief of no, not even chief of council of state, head of the council of state.
I mean, that much will resign by midnight.
Oh,
For real. You see, this is Haas versus Kotoko.
Yeah.
This is the pinnacle of Ghanaian football. We are expecting to see football.
And even going into this game,
I mean,
both teams were unbeaten.
Unbeaten.
Yes.
Kotoko were beating the CAF Confederation Cup. Home and
Yes.
away. What was the scoreline?
6-1.
6-1.
Yeah,
They were like school team against Raya.
they were.
Raya,
no,
right?
Wydad.
Wydad Casablanca.
Yeah.
And this Kotoko today were miles ahead of Accra House of Folk.
That's very true.
So, two teams, one that we were thinking should be at par, like look more like the Samatex of Ghana football. I mean, today House of Folk that I saw today, they've assembled Cones players. Oh, for real, they've assembled Cones players playing the Ghana Premier League, playing against Kotoko, a team that was dismantled by Raya, dominated Accra House of Folk at the Accra Sports Stadium for 90 minutes. There was not even a single phase of the game that has managed to put together 5 passes. No creativity.
And I didn't even see them even. What's the name? There wasn't a lot of pressure on even Kamara.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And I was surprised because Kamara is one goalkeeper. Me, I have called him the local version of Andrew Onana.
Of course.
You pressure him small, that is when
he commits error.
Exactly. I mean, we've lost it as a nation, to be fair, in terms of football.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Gone are the days where you go to Haas versus Kotoko. They run their Vukes, the Barnier. Like you see quality football. But today, I mean, Kotoko just had their day. They played well. They bullied Haas in terms of everything.
Okay.
And they deserve the win.
Brilliant. But just quickly, 10 seconds each. Was the last ball scored by Mauliwai? Was it an offside? Did the referee get the right call? Now, Kwame, quickly.
Without sounding biased, I think he got the record because I watched the replay on a number of occasions. I know House of Folk fans and people on the other side will say it's the last touch was off a Kotoko player. But I think the Hearts player headed it and it deflected off the Kotoko player.
Okay.
In that case, it is not how do we say it? It doesn't negate the fact that Mauliwai was in an offside position when contact was made.
Okay.
A deflection doesn't change the fact that he's offside.
Okay.
It was offside in my opinion.
Paul, was it an offside?
No, because from what I saw, the ball had come off a Kotoko player
Brilliant.
before it got to Mauliwayo. So I think the ball wasn't an offside.
Benzi, was it an offside?
You see, when are we going to move past this? Countries have gotten to the stage where they are implementing VAR. So
You don't even have goal line technology.
Goal line technology. So
at the stadium today, even our scoreboard was not working.
That's the thing.
wow.
It depends on where you sit. Where I was sitting, it looks like it was the Haas player who had the ball.
Okay.
But you see the video footages online, it looks more like the last touch came off the Kotoko player. So you can't really tell whether it was offside or not. Because
I think even in the events where we had VAR intervenes and changes the decision when it's clear and obvious. It didn't look clear and obvious to me. So
Okay. So I'm sure our viewers who just should just go on our comment section to let us know, was that ball an offside? Mauliwayo's goal that was chopped off, was it an offside? Let's go straight into England. And Manchester City beat Liverpool by 3-0. That was a
Riot.
Liverpool won against Aston Villa, won against Real Madrid, and people thought they were back.
Yeah.
But they were just lying to us.
Let me correct you. They were gifted that win by Aston Villa. Emi Martinez.
Yeah.
If he hadn't made that mistake, I don't think Liverpool was going to.
But they beat
stand on
Real
the
Madrid very well.
But the Real Madrid won.
They were by far
They
the best
used
team.
Enibre and Takashi
But
to
they won
beat
the
Real
game.
But they
Madrid.
still won the game.
They
That's the
still won
one
the
thing.
game.
They still won the game.
They were the best team.
They were the best team in that. So
quickly,
quickly, just maybe like 40 seconds each. Just talk to me about the Liverpool City game.
I think it was a result that personally I wasn't surprised
Okay.
because Man City and the Pep are starting to build momentum. I mean, they've been building momentum, but it was low key until today. I hope right now people are starting to take notice of Man City. Me, I have said it since the start of the season that nobody should discount Pep. People were mentioning Arsenal. People were mentioning Liga. Pep is like a snake in terms of the title race. He's like a snake. You know how you can't completely kill the snake until you cut off his head.
Exactly.
It's the same way with Pep. Yeah. You don't discount Pep until you are, let's say, in my opinion, more than 10 points ahead of him. Yeah. Right now, Arsenal only were 5 points ahead. We'll get 4 points. We'll get to them. It's only 4 points.
4 points.
It's 4 points.
Now the pressure is on. Pep has turned on the engine. Let the race begin.
Okay, so quickly.
So Liverpool's problem has not been solved yet. Look, Liverpool's problem is not 1, neither 2, 3 or 4. Look, their right back left. They couldn't replace him. He has been missed. Their left back, Kekes, now Andrew Robertson. Change of tactics. It's not working for him. Look, in between the lines of play, they are now trying to find a way to suit Florian Wirtz, which is not really working. So Liverpool's problem is not 1 nor 2. And then for Manchester City, look, I think Doku is by far the best player in the Premier League until now. Look, they are building a solid team from Nico Gonzalez to... Look, Bernardo Silva is now playing freely. And then that's helped the team really well. Haaland is banging in the goals. So I think for City scoring 3 past Liverpool, I think it's just a fair result.
Eventually, quickly, Liverpool lost by 3 goals to 0.
You know, a month ago, this would have been unexpected results.
Yeah.
You know, City thumping Liverpool by 3 or 4 goals. But with what we saw against Real Madrid, we were like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then there is a fixture to look out for this weekend. And here we are. They're back to square one. You know?
You're very lucky we are going for international break.
And Slot inherited a winning machine. Yeah. A winning team. Yeah. But he's trying so hard to send Liverpool to where they were for like 15 years before Klopp took over.
There was no problem at Liverpool.
There was no problem.
But he came in and he's
trying to solve the problem. That's not there.
I think the number 1 error, in my opinion, was letting Luis Diaz go.
That is it.
That
solves everything.
That is it.
That solves everything.
That is it.
That solves everything.
The next thing that is killing Slot is the eagerness to slot in West. West is a number 10. He plays as a number 10.
In fact, let me release his slander name. You're a friend of Mr. Chances, right? To which that they say, oh, he's created the most chances in the Champions League, the most chances in the most chances. It is a friend of Mr. Chances.
Because of his price tag, Slot wants to play the guy.
Yeah.
Liverpool plays 4-3-3. So there's no room for a natural number 10. From time immemorial, Liverpool is a 4-3-3 team. Let's run the wings and the 3 midfielders. But he's trying to slot in a modern day number 10, which the team, per philosophy, do not play with number 10.
Okay.
That is what is killing them.
Okay. So quickly, let's talk about Spurs Manchester United. It was a 2-2 draw at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Then Bentley, you take the Sunderland Arsenal game for you.
Okay.
So quickly to the Spurs Manchester United game. As a way, Sesko, a new now the shut up the prior.
See,
he was ashamed.
The reason
of that match.
The reason United did not win this match and almost lost. 3. First one, Cunha. Second one, Bruno. And it is good you mentioned the third person, Sheshko. Now you, Cunha, I don't know whether it is pressure or what. Like, release the ball. Why are you trying to hold the ball as if say you are still playing for Wolves and you are the main man? Release the ball. And Bruno too. In certain games, there's I said, he plays with some sort of frustration, emotional. This thing that has been happening repeatedly last season is starting to happen again. I'm not being a prophet of doom. There will be a time where Bruno will start getting yellow card, just for talking plenty. And as for Sheshko, like you said, for me, I don't think. Me doctor. I don't think he got injured. For missing those chances, sitters. And the fact that you had to go off to leave the team with 10 men just to leave them on the edge. This game, well, then again, it's Tottenham. Had it been another team, clear loss.
Okay, so Paul, do you agree with fans or some people who are now saying that Martins de Ligt is the best centre back in the Premier League currently?
Look, he's arguably one of the best centre backs.
Yeah, one of. Okay.
So aside Gabriel
I have
of
a name.
Arsenal,
Saliba.
I think the next.
So why?
Oh, no, please
I think the
continue
next
for
in
me.
line is Matthias de Ligt. Look, exceptional.
Okay.
His ground duels, up duels. Look, it's absolutely brilliant. Look, for Manchester United, I think now people are now appreciating the fact why Amorim doesn't play certain players. Look, Ugarte steps on the field and then the standard of Manchester United gets lowered.
That's very true.
Yes, and then Casemiro cannot play 90 minutes.
That's very
So
true.
that is the problem for Manchester United. 2, I think Benjamin Sesko has proven that, look, he cannot lead the line for Manchester United. That's it.
That's it. Okay, so Bentley, Sunderland and Arsenal, Brian Broberry did his thing again by scoring a last-minute equalizer for Sunderland. Everyone was shocked at the Stadium of Lights.
I was not shocked.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh, truthfully, I wasn't also
honestly,
shocked.
I was not
Yeah,
shocked.
Because I felt like this was a game Arsenal would drop
Yeah.
points.
Even if Sunderland had won the game,
I wouldn't be
it would,
surprised.
to me, to be a normal result
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
You know, this game, I don't know where to start, whether to talk about Sunderland's remarkable return to the Premier League or to talk about Arsenal being Arsenal.
They will be bottling it soon, eh?
But hats out to Regis Lebris, the coach of Sunderland. I mean, this is remarkable for a newly promoted side to go toe-to-toe, not with their PSO, the giants of English football, beating...
They are not the
Chelsea.
giants. They are not the giants.
I mean, we are talking about the giants of
You
English.
mean the
currently.
top 6? He
The
means
top
the
six. I mean,
Okay.
Chelsea is in there, Arsenal is in there.
I think
Currently, by far, Arsenal is the best team in the
Okay,
world.
sure.
Yeah,
So to
yeah,
go
sure,
to
sure.
against such a team and then
Sure,
end up with a draw. I mean,
With a
come
draw,
on.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
of, I think of the top 6 is left with Liverpool
Yeah.
that he hasn't faced yet.
Yeah. To beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, looking at the number of qualities they have in the attack, I mean, but Arsenal, they are back again. We are used to this. I mean,
It's
come
now
on.
4 points.
Wherever they are, we know definitely they are just langers. It's now they can't play under pressure, and that is their
Yeah, it's
problem. Look, now it's 4 points. The next draw, by the next time Arsenal will play or they will drop points by middle of January, they will be around 5th.
Yeah.
You can mark it.
Look,
This is Arsenal.
yeah.
Because
And
Pep
then-
is coming.
Pep is
Sorry.
coming.
Yeah.
Pep is coming.
Yeah. And then,
But-
mind you, the Arsenal-Sunderland game, Sunderland were at the second position.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, this is not the Sunderland who got promoted.
No.
They signed 11 new players.
I mean,
So, I mean, look, their pattern of play has changed.
Yeah.
The way they approach games has changed. Look, in
I
big
know.
games,
It's so funny for me right now. Arsenal's next 4 games.
okay, talk to us.
Let me add even
Yes,
the Champions
yes.
League to it. So after the international break, there's a North London derby at the Emirates Stadium
I
against
don't trust
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Draw.
I don't trust
There's
Tottenham.
Arsenal Bayern
Hey!
also
Lose.
in the Champions League
Lose.
at the
Chelsea.
Emirates Stadium.
Lose.
Then on the 30th of November, there's Chelsea Arsenal.
Lose.
Agenda match.
agenda match.
So
But KB, before I wrap up with the Sunderland Arsenal game, let me talk about Daniel Bollard,
okay.
the man of the match.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy gives me like glimpses of John Terry, the old-fashioned defenders,
Yeah.
throwing their body on the line, willing to go all out
All
for a
out.
tackle. I mean, Dan Bollard, he's the next big thing in English football.
Okay.
Okay. Should I make a prediction about him?
Do.
In like 1 or 2 years,
The big teams will start
they
going.
will
for him.
start.
The guy
50
is
million.
he's
Oh,
too
no,
much.
that's how Maguire started.
No,
No,
he's too
that-
much.
that's
That's how
the
Leicester
way-
sold
That's
Maguire.
an 80 million pound player right there. Dan
That's how
Bollard.
they sold Maguire.
All out standard performer. I mean, week in week out, the guy is churning out. Yeah.
Do you think Chelsea can make it to the top 4? Are they title contenders? Quickly, Nana Kwame.
The question of title contenders, I do not think so, because of that inconsistency. It's still young
Okay.
squad, very inconsistent. They will win today and then drop points tomorrow. They will win. They will beat Wolves 3-0 and then they will drop points, get red card and all of that. With regards to title contenders, I don't think so. But
Well,
top 4, they are in there with a shout.
Or do you think so? Title contenders or top 4?
Top 4.
Title contenders or
To
top 4?
me, I won't say they are title contenders. They are title pretenders. Already Chelsea is third on the log without their best player, Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
So I think when Cole Palmer comes, they'll be
they'll
much
come
more
good.
better than they are now.
I think there's a hierarchy. The title contenders to be Arsenal, City.
Yeah.
Then the pretenders, Chelsea, Tottenham, Man United.
You're adding Man United.
Of course.
Okay, so quickly, let's just go to Spain quickly. Rayo Vallecano played a 0-0 draw against Real Madrid. Today, everyone was surprised. Were you surprised about the scoreline?
Oh, I mean, I'm not surprised when Rayo plays at home against any team.
They are tough.
They are hard to beat. Yes, with Issy Palion in the heart of attack. I mean, 0-0 was a surprising result, though. But what we saw, the performance of Real Madrid against Liverpool, I wasn't surprised. I know beating Vallecano at their home is very difficult for any team.
Yeah, but I thought probably Madrid will win by a lone goal or a close scoreline. But then to come out with a 0-0 draw was shocking. I think Alonso didn't get his team right. Probably thought Rayo was a less team. He went into the game with certain players. And then I think the results will actually shock him and then make changes to his team the next time he plays.
I think the second half, Madrid were lucky to even get that 0-0 because Rayo dominated the second half. Got so many chances. And Courtois, as usual.
Ajenkwa.
But then what I with these results, with this draw, there's a fear that what happened in February last season might happen again. Real Madrid were leading by how many points? 6 or 7 points.
5, 6 or 7.
And then they ended up dropping points. Barcelona took over and never looked back. Right now it was 6, 7 points. Now they've drawn. Barcelona will play Celta Vigo. It's a difficult game, however you look at it. If they come out of that game with a win, Madrid should be careful.
Okay. So I know our viewers will just be on our comment section. Just tell us which game did you really enjoy a lot this weekend, and also I'll still be on the Super Clash. Let's do our best to promote our league very well as journalists and also as people in the country, and also with officiating and everything. Let things be very okay. GFA should make sure things are done in their rightful position so that people will troop into the stadium and like our football very well. Since I'm an Asante Kotoko fan, Charlie.
Kumapem.
The husband will be happy with you.
They'll be happy. Let me
Kiss the badge.
Hey!
So just go on our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, comment, share. As usual, whenever I always sit here, I always say, God is the greatest. It's a wrap from us. Goodbye.